Hello friends, I am architect Shalu Mittal and warmly welcome you to my channel on bioclimatic architecture, future proofing with simple and advanced passive strategies. This course is offered by NPTEL and taught by Professor Iyer Vijay Lakshmi Kasinath. This is a 12-week course. In these videos, we will do a quick and easy review of each week and will go through assignments. Starting with the review of week 7, which is divided into 4 lectures. First lecture is on cool roof, second one is on thermal mass and night flushing, third one is on double skin green facade, fourth covers solar air collectors. Coming to the first lecture, content, what is a cool roof, working principle, calculations, benefits, challenges and considerations, cool roof options, code compliance and ratings, case study. Now coming to what is cool roof. A cool roof is a roofing style that features a light colored outer membrane or coating such as white, light, grey or tan. Cool roofing is an effective approach for lowering building energy expenditure, greenhouse gas emissions and urban heat island effect. Working principle. A white color roof works similarly to wearing light colored clothing on a sunny day. White roofs are made with solar reflective materials that absorb less sunlight than a conventional dark roof. Challenges and considerations: installation cost, advanced reflective coatings and membrane can be more expensive than traditional roofing materials. Geographic and climatic factors. The effectiveness of cool roof can vary based on climate. Alright. Maintenance requirement, need for regular cleaning maintenance, compatibility with existing structures. The additional weight or different thermal properties of cool roof material might impact the existing structure of the building. Cool roof options: asphalt shingles, wood shingles, polymer shingles, clay tiles, concrete tiles, metal shingles or tiles, green vegetative roofs. Now coming to lecture 2 of week 7. This is on thermal mass and night flushing. Now what is thermal mass? Thermal mass is the ability of material to absorb and store heat energy. A lot of heat energy is required to change the temperature of high density materials like concrete, bricks and tiles. Objects with high thermal mass absorb and retain heat. Thermal mass acts as a thermal battery. During summer, it absorbs heat during the day and releases it by night, keeping the house comfortable. In winter, the same thermal mass can store the heat from the sun to release it by night, helping the home stay warm. Thermal mass is particularly beneficial where there is a big difference between day and night outdoor temperatures. Now coming to the night flushing. What is night ventilation? It is a strategy that uses natural lowering of temperature that occurs at night. It is passive cooling strategy that utilizes the natural drop in temperature after sunset to remove accumulated heat within a building thermal mass. Summary: there is no single material which has all the desirable thermal and structural properties. Combination of materials with different properties are used to provide the necessary properties in an element. Among common building materials, wood doesn't make a good thermal mass because it is not only has low heat storage potential but is also not very conductive. Rammed earth provides excellent thermal mass because of its high density and high specific heat capacity of the soil used in its construction. Week 7, Lecture 3. A double skin green facade is a type of green wall that offers both thermal performance and psychological benefits. It consists of a ventilated cavity between two layers of glass or other building materials, with outer layer often being operable for natural ventilation. Classification of double skin green facade. Ground based systems. mixed and facade bound system. Ground based systems cover the self climbing vegetation, mixed self climbing vegetation and potted vegetation. Facade bound system covers potted vegetation on the living wall. Working principle: in a double skin green facade, the framework is installed at a distance from the wall. The distance of cavity influences the rate of air exchange, which affects the wall surface temperature and indoor air temperature. As the distance of the gap increases, the temperature inside the cavity decreases, resulting in higher wall temperature and lower indoor air temperature. Advantages: reducing urban heat island effect, energy efficiency, air quality improvement, aesthetic appeal, noise reduction, long-term durability of inner facade, psychological well-being. Alright, now coming to lecture 4 of week 7. That is on solar air collectors, advanced passive techniques. Now coming to what is solar thermal collector. A solar collector is essentially a flat box made up of 3 major parts: a transport cover, tubes that delivers coolant, insulated rear plate. Basic principle: the solar thermal collectors operate by sucking in fresh outside air. And passing through a maze of black metal with the specific selective coatings that collects far more heat than it produces. The method is most commonly utilized in very cold climates. Types of solar collectors: flat plate collectors, evacuated tube collector, parabolic through, power tower, solar collector cells. Summary: solar air collectors are an effective way to provide supplemental natural ventilation. Transpired solar collectors are inexpensive devices that can be utilized to harvest energy from the sun. Now coming to the assignment of week 7. Question number 1. The cool roofs function by. Answer is high solar reflectance and high infrared emittance. Alright, the cool roofs function by high solar reflectance and high infrared emittance. Second question is soil reflectance for black surface is. Answer is 0. Soil reflectance for black surface is 0. Cool roofs characteristics include increased roof temperature, decreased roof temperature, increased UHI, increased global warming. Answer is decreased roof temperature. Cool roof characteristics include decreased roof temperature. Which of these materials have high thermal mass? Answer is water and concrete. Water and concrete are the materials which have the high thermal mass. In warm humid climate, it is advisable to use. Answer is low thermal mass materials. In warm humid climate, it is advisable to use low thermal mass materials. Alright. Now coming to the question number 6 of the assignment. The benefits of natural night ventilation includes draughtless method, safe, energy efficient, all the above. From the notes we can say the answer is all the above. Alright. Question number 7. The living wall double skin facade uses potted vegetation, climber over support, self climber vegetation, all the above. The answer of this question is potted vegetation. Alright, the living wall double skin facade uses potted vegetation. Clear? Now coming to question number 8 of the assignment. Advantages of double skin facades include durability of inner facade, noise increase, poor thermal performance, reducing UHI. Answer is durability of inner facade and reducing UHI. This is a multi-select question having two answers. First answer is durability of inner facade and second one is reducing UHI. Alright. Now the question number 9. Solar thermal collector technique is most suitable in. Answer is cold climate. Solar thermal collector technique is most suitable in cold climate. Last question of the assignment, question number 10. Dark fat plate absorber, a transparent cover that reduces heat losses, and a heat insulating backing are all components of flat plate solar collector. So the answer is flat plate solar collector. All right. That's all for today. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe my channel. If you have any doubts, do write in the comment section below. See you in the next video. That will be a quick review of week 8. Till then, keep learning and stay motivated. Bye.